Hey everyone, it's me again. How's everyone doing today? So as you can see, we're back in my gazebo now. Everything's kind of quieted down, but as I found out last week, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to do videos the way I want to because I now have more people walking with me. It just happens today I'm by myself again. But I had to make a video today because it's a new season of MLP and it just started today. And so we waited a long time. Was season 6 opener as good as we hoped it would be? Absolutely. I loved it. I just absolutely adored this season opener. Now, I haven't seen what other people thought of it yet. I'm kind of curious about, what people are going to say about this episode, but to me, the season 6 opener was probably, if not my favorite opener, at least my second favorite opener. Now, that doesn't mean my favorite two-parter. My favorite two-parter is still the one with T-Rex in it. Is my favorite two-parter out of the main series. But as far as MLP, the straight-up MLP episodes go, I would say this was probably pretty high up there as far as one of the better two-parters. It was really, really good. Now, I don't want to go into spoilers too much, but basically, I am going to kind of do a little, so light spoiler alert, okay? So, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you can find it somewhere and watch it. It's a fantastic episode. One of the things I just wanted to mention, some of the things that I liked about it was, first of all, it starts off kind of like a slice of life episode more, because it's them dealing with their daily lives and everything. And now, Princess Twilight's an aunt, and she's so excited, and they're going to go meet the new baby. But the interesting story isn't about Twilight Sparkle and the new baby, which is interesting, but it's not the highlight of the episode for me. The highlight of the episode for me was Starlight Glimmer. She pretty much steals the show in this. And what they're doing with Starlight Glimmers is almost genius, because you got these main 6 characters who have been through so much in the last 5 seasons that they pretty much learned. I wouldn't say every friendship episode. I'm sure I'm sure there's other friendship lessons out there they can learn, but they've grown so much that it's going to become harder for the writers to come up with things to challenge them. Now you got this fresh new character, Starlight Glimmer, and they use her basically as kind of like the new Twilight in a way, because now we're following her and learning her lessons, or like she's going to be learning friendship lessons now. And now they got a blank slate to work with, someone who literally doesn't know anything about friendship, and she's going to be learning. The one thing I like about Starlight Glimmer too is that, unlike Twilight, who jumped at the chance at every friendship lesson, she had to learn everything there was to know about friendship. You got someone like Starlight Glimmer who wants to learn about friendship, but at times she's not all gung-ho about it either. She, like, in this episode, they wanted her to kind of reunite with her old friend, kind of like what Twilight did with Moon Dancer in the last season. And she's not so stoked about it because basically she hasn't seen Sunburst in a very, very long time, and she figures Sunburst is like this great and powerful wizard. And she's kind of like this woman who just got done trying to kill Twilight, And so she goes and sees Sunburst, and Sunburst isn't everything he seems to be, because he's kind of got a thing going on. I don't want to give it too much away, but you have to watch it, see how she interacts with Sunburst. Sunburst isn't everything she thinks he is, and it's just some really funny moments between them. But basically, the whole thing, they go in with the baby alicorn. When I said I'm going to give away mild spoilers in this, because I don't want to give away too much of the plot, but they mention in the episode, which intrigued me, is that there has never been a natural born alicorn. Now, why is that really intriguing? Because we've always assumed as fans that Celestia and Luna were natural born alicorns. Now we're finding out they're not. So I was just thinking, I wonder if this season we're going to get the backstory of how Celestia, Luna, and maybe even how Cadance became alicorns. Now, I know there's a book out that talks about how Cadance became an alicorn, but it's not really... How can I explain it? It's not... it's not in the show. I think it's pretty well canon. I think everyone pretty much accepts it as canon, but it's never been introduced in the show. We've never seen how President Cadence became an Alicorn on the show. So that would be interesting in itself. But after watching this episode, though, I just really liked how the interaction between Starlight Glimmer and the rest of the main six. I like the fact that she's now this new character we get to kind of watch grow, and I'm hoping she's in the entire season. I hope she won't disappear sometime after the first episode and we won't see her again until mid or late episodes. She needs to be in every episode this season because we need to. I want to follow her friendship list. I want to see how she learns. That'd be awesome. Another thing I thought, since now that they got Human Twilight and Equestria Girls, my wish list now, if I have a season 6 wish list, would be that in the new Equestria Girl movie, instead of Twilight going to the human world to help out, for whatever reason, Twilight's not available, and since Starlight Glimmer's her student, she has to go to the human world. Or there's already a human Starlight Glimmer in the Equestria Girl world, and they help her out. So that's kind of my wish list for the season 6 Equestria Girl movie. But I'm getting off track here. It's good episode, great episode. I like the way they did the story with the Alicorn. I like the interactions between Starlight Glimmer and the rest of Main Six, and how what happens with Sunburst. Sunburst has a really good arc in it, which is fun. I enjoy Sunburst in this episode, which I hope we get to see more of him. But he's not going to probably be a main character because he's going to be just hanging out at this Crystal Empire by the end. Spoiler alert again, sorry. I did say mild spoilers, but you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to tell you how it gets to that point, but yeah, by the end, I mean, Sunburst has a role now, and but it's not a big role. It's not a role that's going to make him vital to the season or anything. But that's really it. It was just a really good episode. As far as season openers go, I would like to see there's number 1 or number 2. I really liked last season's opener. Was really good with the. I know some people were split on that, but I really liked it. I like Starlight Glimmer's cult character. She was pretty fun. And again, she steals the show this season's opener. As far as other season openers go, the only one I would argue might be better, and I would concede with, is probably the opener with Discord, because that was a really, really good opener. Because Discord, he's a fan favorite character. What are we going to say about Discord? Season 2 opener, amazing. His season 4 opener, where he's kind of in it, but he's kind of the bad guy, but he's not, because it is one of his plans going into fruition in the 4th season opener, but it's not really him doing it. It's from a long time ago. It was an okay opener, but not as good as his opener in season 2. As far as 2-parters go, like I said, T-Rex still my favorite 2-parter. So, and then also I also really like the 2-parter with I also like the season finale from season 5, which I know a lot of people were split about too. They said, well, they all got all this fan service, but it's not really a good episode. I enjoyed it, so I like season 5's closer. But as far as openers go, I'd say this is either ranks as 1 or 2. I had to watch it again. I had to, digest it a little bit more, see if I like it better than the Discord episode. One thing is we didn't get a new baddie. There's no new villain the fight, which I know can be disappointing to some people. There's no new big villain, but hopefully they didn't have a real big villain at the beginning of season 4, and then by the end of season 4 we had one of the best villains they've ever had, and that's T-Rex. So I'm hoping we get that again. I hope there's a big baddie to fight by the end of the season. But so far so good. Season 6, the rest of the episodes are quality, and we get to go on this journey with Starlight Glimmer. I think it's going to be a fine season. I'm very excited. So talk to y'all later. Goodbye.